Hello, Leo. I'm curious to know what you got going on in your life. You've got some kind of cycle that's going to be ending soon. And this is a cycle that was probably very, very difficult for you because it was a cycle that was karmic. So we got karmic completion coming out here. This could be you ending a cycle with somebody who was a karmic partner, but it also could just be a cycle where you were learning lessons and clearing karma. This is probably a situation, a love situation. Worst, I mean, it just says relationship change. So I guess it could be a friend. But it was something you're manifesting. You're manifesting something to come to an end. So this might have even been a cycle where you kind of felt like you've been going through the same thing over and over again. That's if you didn't learn your lesson the first time. Sometimes you have to keep completing cycles over and over again until you learn that lesson. Okay. Let's find out what else. Tell me more. What is this creativity card? So, I don't know, maybe this is just finding, you're going to have some kind of relationship change, but maybe this is you needing to find a creative solution to get there. There is a need for you to be self-disciplined. That's going to bring in the change. This is 41, which breaks down to 5. 5 is changes that are for your highest good, even if they don't feel like it in the moment. Okay, so I'm going to read this card here, this creativity card, to find out a little bit more. So, okay, this card indicates a need to reconnect with your creative side to improve your quality of life and align yourself with source. Okay, so in order to help this relationship out, whatever, again, this could be family, friends, or love at this point. Probably gonna end up being love, but we'll see. They're telling you that you need to lift your vibrations and get in alignment with source to bring this change in, to get out of this karmic cycle, and maybe being creative will be helpful. By drawing this card, you're being encouraged to step out of your practical, logical mind and the seriousness of life in order to partake in light-hearted endeavors that are stimulating and fun. Okay? So they want you to get out there and have fun with your friends, do things that you're passionate about. Don't take life so seriously. They're just wanting you to lift your vibe. So some things you can do is put some music on that makes you happy. Dance, anything, just go out and celebrate with friends, laugh. But showing gratitude is probably the best way to lift your vibe. So make sure you're doing a gratitude journal in the morning. So this says playful, creative expression is important because it raises your vibration, which brings you closer to your dreams. So yeah, definitely something you're manifesting here, some kind of change in a relationship. But you need to have self-discipline and keep the course here. And, get out and just, also with the creativity, I feel like it's telling you to follow whatever you're passionate about. If you have like a side hobby, that's something that's creative. Yeah, see, it says this is a time to immerse yourself in any creative endeavor that lifts your spirits and makes you feel good. So if you like to paint or draw or write, anything that's creative. So this says it might take the form of playing a musical instrument, painting, writing, cooking, jewelry making, decorating, sewing, photography, landscaping, dancing, or designing. It doesn't matter what it is as long as it brings you joy. So do what brings you joy. Follow your passion in this situation because that's going to lift your vibes and that's going to help you to close out this cycle and bring this relationship change in that you're manifesting. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are encouraging you to express yourself creatively. It's now time to use your imagination and see the world through the eyes of a child, so be childlike. For in rediscovering the creativity of your youth, you will rediscover the magic in your life. So you can make this magic happen. You can bring about this relationship change that you're manifesting, but what I've learned about manifesting is it's not as easy as we thought when we first started, right? It takes longer, but it is doable, and they're telling you how. So, you know, in these readings and with your signs and synchronicities, Spirit is trying to guide you and tell you how to make this happen. Spirit's trying to teach us how to manifest, right? So here's an affirmation. Write this down in the comment box below. Through playful, creative expression, I make my dreams come true. And it's funny because the next card in this book is perseverance, which is very similar to having self-discipline. So I definitely think this is important for you to do whatever is needed, whatever Spirit is recommending that you do in these readings and in your signs and synchronicities. So make sure you're following Spirit's advice. Okay. Keep being self-disciplined. Look at that on the bottom of this deck, though. Change. This one says change, and it's number 5. So, yeah. And this says perseverance. So funny in the book. See, I knew to look under this card for some reason. In the book, didn't I just show you perseverance? Isn't that the... Yeah, perseverance. Look at that. It's still open to that page. So very important that you persevere with whatever this is. It's a time to keep moving forward as you strive to achieve your hopes and dreams, because despite your current challenges, success is well within your reach. You are never given more than you can handle, and you have the strength and ability to make it through. So face your challenges head on with determination, courage, and faith. We had self-discipline. With perseverance and persistence, you can make your dreams come true. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to cultivate mental resilience and stability, since a calm and stable mind creates a calm and stable life. Make yourself aware of the negative thoughts and beliefs that you're currently influencing you, and muster up the strength to develop a positive state of mind. Okay, so yeah, I feel like they're telling you that your state of mind is crucial to manifesting this relationship change, because they're telling you to lift your vibes with the creativity. And then this card is telling you to not think negative. And so we have persevere, have self-discipline will help you bring in this change. So as far as perseverance and self-discipline, what do you need to keep doing? The shadow work, the work on changing your consciousness, changing how you think about things, changing the negativity into positivity, trying to master your emotions. I feel those are kind of big lessons that keep coming up, at least in my readings. I feel like Spirit's having me teach people about manifestation, but also about changing their vibration, which is crucial because we're going from age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius, 3D to 5D. We have imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. See, that's another way they want you to be creative. There's a keyword here that says creative, okay? So we have creative twice. So they want you to just, maybe by painting and doing things like that, that's going to open up your creativity, which helps you to visualize when you're manifesting. So also do exercises in visualization. So go onto YouTube and type in, you know, guided meditation for help with visualization or something like that. What did I say about gratitude? Gratitude is very important when lifting your vibrations. They want you to be thankful for this life and the opportunities it presents. And then they also want you to work on your self-esteem, which I did say that earlier with the shadow work. It says, I possess the gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Okay, so this could be, you know, you might be a light worker, and a light worker isn't always somebody who's gonna read tarot or do Reiki or, you know, spiritual stuff. Sometimes it can be in other forms, and it doesn't even have to be something you do full time, because, you know, maybe you're just out and about and somebody, you know, is feeling down, and something you say to them is going to lift them up, you know. So it doesn't have to be full-time work. It could just be as you go about your life and run into people. But it's saying here you have some kind of gifts of the soul that benefit you and others. But there's a need here for you to work on your self-esteem in order to maybe see that you have those gifts and use them and put yourself out there in a way that people can find you and benefit from your gifts. So they want you to work on your self-esteem. These are things that will help you end this karmic cycle and have this relationship change, okay? That you're manifesting. It's something you wanted at least at some point in time. Now, there might be a time where you change your mind or you give up on it or something. Okay, we have 8, the healer. So yeah, you are somebody who's definitely a healer here. I am loving and compassionate and able to bring healing to others. And that's number 8. So this is going to bring you some kind of abundance because of this. Now, this could mean you have a career as a healer and that brings you abundance. Or it could be, hey, you've been a healer all your life, or you will be going forward, and we're going to reward you by allowing you to finish a cycle where you've learned a lot, where you've helped a lot, and then maybe you get some kind of abundance. It could be you go win a lottery or something happens in your life where you get abundance from a different source, but that's payback. It may feel like you just got lucky, but it's not. It's going to be payback for you helping other people. Or, like I said, it could be that you do start a career, if that resonates with you. You start a career in the healing arts, and then that does lead to abundance. So one of the two. So it doesn't have to be strictly from the career, is what I'm saying. We have 3, transformation. I journey within to meet my higher self and find true happiness. So you're going through a major transformation. So maybe you've been kind of going in hermit mode a lot lately and just doing a lot of soul searching. I think a lot of us have, and that's why I'm talking about it a lot lately. And that's going to help you find this true happiness, to learn more about yourself, to face yourself, to open up from the inside of who you truly are. This healer here, she's got a quartz crystal in her hand, so you might be working with crystals. You're an earth angel. Look at that. We have the earth angel card come out. I'm not surprised at this point, because it seems like a lot of the readings I've been doing lately have been, kind of like pointed towards people who are light workers, most likely twin flames. Twin flames are light workers. And so, yeah, earth angels. So I'm not surprised that, Spirit just has me kind of making that my niche. I did not want to niche down when I first started this, but Spirit's kind of made me. I am a guardian of Mother Earth and protect all who live on her. So you're an earth angel. And this card is 34, which breaks down to 7. And 7 is my number for good luck. So we have good luck, abundance coming in because you're doing these good acts of, these good deeds, these good acts of love. And then this is 21, your own path. I follow my own unique path with courage and strength. Okay? So you're going to need to have courage and strength to follow your own path. This is a path that might be unique as far as, here on Spiritual TikTok. Okay, like I watch all these readers. They have a lot of readers watch them. A lot of us are spiritual. So, okay, that path might not be unique to us as a group, but when you look at your family and your friends, it's probably unique. Because I think we're spread out all over the world. There's not a large, unless we can find groups in the area and meet people that way, we might have a unique path compared to your friend from grade school, or your aunt or your mom, or, a lot of us are considered black sheep of our family because we're very different. So and that's why it would take courage. And when we put ourselves on social media, what happens? For those of you who have a social media account, you'll know. I didn't realize this. I mean, being a tarot card reader on social media, it's a blessing and a curse. There's a lot of great people that really, you realize how much in need people are and how hard it is for people. So as an empath, it's hard to take on that energy. So that's one thing. But we also get a lot of trolls that come and try to say you're going to hell, or you're fake, or you're a scammer, or, who knows? First of all, it's fake? What? If they actually took the time to watch these readings and how perfectly and how synchronistic they came out, and how sometimes I'll say, not sometimes, a lot of the times I'll say a word and the next card out is what I just said. Like, you can't make this shit up. The stuff that happens during these readings, and not just during these readings, as I've gone through this spiritual awakening, I'm sorry, it's not fake. but whatever. So if you are somebody who's going to be tapping into this, you know, doing something spiritual, yeah, you're going to have courage and strength to put yourself out there. And that's why you have to work on your self-esteem. I learned very quickly when I first started going on reading tarot on TikTok, within, I think, 6 months. I had just started. I don't even think it was 6 months. And I had a whole group of people raid me. And I didn't know they were performing like a raid where they were looking for people that did $5 pick a cards, and they were just going to pick on the next person they found. And that was me. And I was just doing it because I thought, okay, it's a nice way to give somebody quick information, but at the same time, you know, not too expensive. It's for people that can't afford a full reading or whatever. In some ways they were right in that sometimes those quick, like if you do yes or no, and I say, what's going to happen with your career, and they give me 10 of cups, but it's only one card, it's not telling me what happened before the 10 of cups might get there, right? So the longer the reading, the better, because we get more information. So if I did the one card and it was just 10 of cups, I'm going to tell you that it's going to go really well eventually, but it doesn't tell us all of the things that are going to happen before that. It's just saying, hey, someday it's going to give you this awesome fulfillment, right? So in some ways they were correct in that, but I was just starting out, so I didn't really, I guess, fully understand that at the point. Nowadays, if I were doing it, I would tell people up front, look, I can tell you, you know, if it's going to be good or bad, but it's not going to give the full picture because it's just one card. But that's why you pay more for more cards, because more cards take more time. Anyway, so we have movement meditation. I celebrate and honor my physical body through dance and movement. What did I say earlier about lifting your vibrations, that it's important to dance? So again, this is 32, breaks down to 5. We now have like 3 5s, 5, 5, 5. So you are going to have really big changes coming in that are of your highest good, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. That is my definition for 5, 5, 5. So you might go through a time period where it gets rough to get to what you're wanting. But in the long run, it's going to turn out perfectly. It's happening for you, not to you. So get out and dance. That's going to help you with this situation. You finishing a karmic cycle, having some kind of relationship change, lifting your vibes, stepping into your soul's purpose, going through this transformation that you're probably going through right now. If you're not, if this is not resonating, it could be that it just hasn't hit you yet. So it doesn't mean this reading isn't for you, but we have root chakra. I have everything I need to survive and grow on the physical plane. So there might be a need for you to work with your root chakra or unblock it. It could be blocked. Maybe you're fearful that you don't have enough money or food or something. You're very fearful. I know with what's going on in the world, it's pretty easy to buy into that. But sometimes we have to just ground ourselves and look around us and go, okay, for the moment, I'm okay. I'm fine, you know. And I think Spirit wants us to know, as we're finding our soul purpose, especially if you're an earth angel, that you will be supported. But part of this journey, unfortunately, is being tested in our faith, and just Spirit calling on us, wanting us to believe. Even if in our reality, it doesn't look like what they're telling us. It's like, are you going to sit here and believe? Are you going to have faith? And I'm choosing to do that, and I struggle with it. I'm not going to lie. There are days when I'm like, okay, I just got banned on my TikTok live after 3 years of that never happening. And I've been constantly feeling lately like I've been blocked time and time again. So either I've got a negative force trying to stop me, or I think with manifesting, they say that you will be tested. They say when you feel like everything is just going wrong, that's actually your manifestation working, and you're being tested. And at some point, it's just going to all of a sudden come together. So I'm hoping that it's that. But so I understand if you feel like, you know, something's not working out, or in this case, that you don't have what you need. And I don't know if this is love or money, but they are letting you know you do have everything you need to survive and grow on the physical plane. So part of this journey is also the spiritual awakening journey, maybe even the twin flame journey, is unfortunately, and I don't like this at all because I'm a Taurus and I like nice things, but not being attached to material things. I kind of feel like some part of me wants to, like, because I'm trying to make this business work, don't have a lot of money coming in, it's like maybe I'll just sell my house and downgrade And, you know, that way it's not as expensive. The taxes aren't as expensive or whatever. I don't want to move. I don't want to have to go through the work of moving. But at the same time, I mean, I remember when I was married to an Army guy and we lived on the Army base. So it wasn't the greatest house, but you know what? I had pride in it because it was ours. So I was okay. It wasn't like, God, this is a shithole. I actually was like, wow, this is our first house together, you know? So even though I'm a Taurus, I think I have the ability to be okay if I don't have the nice things around, but I'm not gonna lie. I like things that look good, but I can go out in nature and be just as happy as long as I can find a nice spot that's, you know, a nice park that looks nice as far as nature goes. I do like my decks, a little addicted to my decks, but now that I was banned on live for a week, that's gonna cut into the money I was making. So now I'm gonna have to stop buying decks, I guess, for a while. Probably cost me like $400. So I don't know what happened. If you guys watch me on TikTok and I didn't show up for a week, I'm going to have to tell everybody that maybe I'm going to go live here on YouTube instead. But anyway, so this is another 5. Another 5 here. So we have a lot of 5s here. All right, let me do like kind of a long term to wrap it up before I get into the bonus extended. This is definitely one of those readings where it's kind of like, hey, you're a light worker. I want you to answer the call. So if you're feeling a call, you're a healer. You know, if this is resonating with you. Now, obviously, if it's not resonating with you, then maybe it's not your reading or it just hasn't hit you yet, because I didn't feel the call until I had my spiritual awakening, until I was to a certain point with my spiritual awakening. So I didn't know I was going to be reading tarot on the internet. But once I felt that higher calling, you know, and that internal like tug towards it, you know. Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands. Yeah, this is you going through a glow up and following your passion. So whatever your soul purpose is, it should be something you're very passionate about, and it'll probably be something that helps people. And it might have something to do with creativity, but this says determined. So maybe that's also what the self-discipline and perseverance is. We have a lot of those keywords coming out that are saying stay determined, don't give up. So maybe you're somebody who already started your soul purpose and you're feeling like it's not going well, and they're saying don't give up, don't give up. Again, you have everything you need to survive. So even if you have to sacrifice and maybe not make some money for it. Now, look, I'm not saying to go and quit your job, your day job. I have to repeat this a lot on all my readings, because I don't want somebody to come in out of the blue, watch one reading and think I'm telling them to quit their job, because I don't want that liability, first of all. Secondly, let's be realistic too. You know, it takes years to build a business. But if you have tons of money saved up and you think that's what you need to do, then that's on you. But I'm not saying to quit your job. You could do this on the side, but maybe this is something you were worried about. And they're saying, well, no, you have what you need to survive. So even if you have to maybe give up some things, maybe you just give up time too to be able to do this on the side. Whatever the case, they want you to be determined and persevere. So I feel like a little bit they're talking about some kind of a relationship change, but I think the majority of this reading so far has been you also stepping into your soul's purpose or continuing to do your soul's purpose. Persevere, have self-discipline, don't give up. Something that's creative. Because you're going to be moving into calmer waters. You're going to be getting relief. You're going to be moving forward, moving on. So have hope. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. This is you not only going through this glow up, working on your money and maybe even your independence, maybe even self-employment, some kind of luxury. You're going to be very content. You're just building kind of your own little empire here. So that could be you building a business, but I guess it could be working a job as well. So long term, that is what we have. So as far as the wealth goes, you know, if that's what you're concerned about, it could be a lot with the 9 of Pentacles. It's at least a decent, a nice, abundant life where you have what you need You even have some luxury here. You're very content. You're independent. You don't have to rely on other people. So you've gone through this glow up here. So that's long term. I mean, this could take 20 years. I don't know. In the bonus extended, we'll get into timing, and I'll ask spirits what's going to happen in the next 6 months to a year or sooner with regard to this situation. If you were to follow this path of this light worker, and let's say you start a business, even if you start it part-time, what will happen in the next 6 months to a year with it? Or what else does Spirit want to tell you? What other advice does Spirit have to help you with this, help you get success with this? So I think it is pretty important to watch the bonus extended. It's only $5.55 for a month's worth of access, not just to this one reading, but all of the readings that I've done in the past and future. So a lot of great content, a lot of great advice from Spirit. If you felt like this is for you, first of all, let me know down in the comment section, but be sure to go watch that bonus extended too, because number one, it's a way for me to get support for this channel and allow me to keep doing these readings, but also it gives an opportunity for the people that do support the channel to get all these extra details that will help them get to their manifestation, whether that be love or money. It is just extra. So we've given you a great reading here, but the bonus extended will give you even more. So if you want to go down and watch it, go down below, click the link that takes you to my Patreon. Be sure to give this live some likes. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification bell. And if you want a personal reading from me, you can get it on my website. The website link is also down below. It's www.bossasswitch1111.com. It's the only place you can pay me for any readings. If anybody ever tries to come at you in the comments or anything, and they try to get you to pay them on WhatsApp or something like that, that's not me. There's impersonators running rampant. So you got to be really careful when you're buying a private reading. My private readings can only be purchased on that website. If you buy on that website, you will definitely get your product, get your personal reading. No scam there. And what else was I going to say? Oh, if you want to know, like if you ever see any cards in these readings and you want to know where I got them and get the link for them, if I have time and if I have an affiliate link, I'll put it in the description box below as well. So if you see something you like, check it out. All right, I'm going to go into the bonus extended now. Maybe we'll even get some charms. We're going to get some law of attraction cards here, some advice cards, and we're going to find out what else you need to know. I will see you in the bonus extended right now.